Others will join.
Austin.
What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
How'd you feel out there today as far as what you were able to accomplish and just improve your stock, whatever the case may be?
I felt good, man. I trained out in Southern California for 3 months, and I just got my body right, got my mind back, just kind of got a new, fresh, breath of air, and just went out there and did what I had to do today. A lot of preparation came into it, and felt good about it. Felt really good about it. Felt like I do what I have to do to show guys what I can do on the field, and that's the most important thing.
Looking at what you've been through, how important, looking back, was it that you were able to come back and play in those last couple of games?
Just talking to scouts and GMs, and it was big. I mean, a lot of teams, it showed a lot of teams' toughness, showed a lot of teams, what this game means to me, and then it shows what this team means to me, this university. Just coming back, wanting to be a part of it, wanting to be a part of senior day, and then, not give up on the guys that didn't give up on our season. That was not very good, but, obviously I believe in them. I believe in the process of what happened this season, and they're going to have a great year next year.
Did it give you confidence knowing that that was no longer an issue, that wasn't a question, that it was more about doing the drills and what you had to, and you'd already proven that you on the field?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think, for me, my confidence was there because from the minute I got out of surgery, I wanted to make a comeback. I wanted to play ball. That's what I came here to do. This is what I do, is play ball. So, I wanted to come out and do what I had to do each and every day to have my body in the right position to play ball again, and that's what I did, and that's what I set myself up for.
You get drills out here as a receiver and some of the special teams. Where do you see yourself in the NFL?
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I see myself in the NFL as. That's what these teams are seeing me as, and that's what I'm showcasing. Being a punt returner, being a special teams guy, and then playing receiver and making plays in and outside, wherever they want me to do. Whatever they want me to do, whatever I can help a team win a championship, that's what I want to do, and I'm willing to do whatever I got to do. So that's what I'm here to do.
What was it like to have your father out here, as a playing defensive back with you out there?
Out here, he wasn't my father. He was my coach. That's how it is. When we get in between those white lines, he becomes my coach. He was out in California with me for 3 months. We finally got some time where we could just work on ball together, where he didn't have any obligations, and, we could just focus on what we had to focus on. We really got to, critique a lot of stuff in my game, watch film with him, go over routes and do stuff like that for the first time in a while. So it was awesome just having him as a mentor and a coach, and then as a father, secondly, just walking me through this process that he's been through for 20-something years now. So he was a great resource for me. I'm very thankful that he was able to go through it with me. He helped me out a lot, and just all the support that's been behind me, my family, my loved ones. It's just been awesome. It's been, my agents are unbelievable. Rep 1 is just absolutely out of this world. They've helped me throughout this process. They've done a great job of just, helping me, with an injury, and just helping me identify myself into teams and stuff like that. So it's been a great process. I'm happy where I'm at, and I can look forward to continuing to do it.
You talk about the process. When does the sense of relief come in, once this process is over?
I think, when that phone call comes. I mean, this isn't, everybody says this is a sign of relief. Well, it's not. I mean, it don't stop now. I got private workouts. I got to fly places for physicals. It's one of those things where you still got to go meet with teams. You still got to work out. And it doesn't end until you get a phone call, and then it still doesn't end. Then you got to go perform. And but for me, this is what I love doing. This is what I do. So, I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to go back to the lab, get back to work, and just perfect my game as much as possible, and be ready to go to a camp, go to a team, and just do whatever I have to do to help them win.
All the guys focused on in the final stages of this process. I mean, you said it doesn't end until you get that phone call.
Yeah, I mean, just continue to do what I'm doing. I think I'm at a great place right now. My body feels great, and I'm just going to continue to work. It's not any, scientific method where you have to do this and do that to get teams to fall in love with you. It's just you got to be you and do what you do best. And for me, that's running, my speed, my quickness, and my routes, and my hands, my ability to make plays. And that's what I do best. So that's what I'm going to continue to work on and continue to perfect my game.
How do you think UNC?
You have to be you and everything. But you had a guy here last year before that, Ryan Switzer, he was a guy here, and now you saw him, make the Dallas Cowboys and everything. How does that, when you see him, do what he did, and it's like, okay, gives you hope now to make it in the NFL here?
Yeah, I mean, I think he did a great job. I think, he had a good year for, getting banged up in camp, and then, continue to work hard and come back. I think he did a great job. So, but for me, I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on what I have to do, and what I have to do to make a squad and perform at my best.
How do you think UNC's prepared you as a man, and the football program here and the coaching staff prepared you as a player?
Just the journey I've been through here. It's been an up and down journey. I mean, you got to go through a lot of downs, to get to the highest points. Playing in 3 bowl games and not winning one. Playing with the Mitch Trubisky's. Play with a bunch of great players. And everything that you go through. Nobody really knows about. Nobody knows what happens behind closed doors. But you still got to go out there and perform. And that's something that definitely prepared me. Is just, when you step out on this field, everything else is gone. It's about ball, and this is like my safe haven. Coming in between these white lines is what I do, and it's something that I love doing. So, as soon as I step through these white lines, everything else in this world just goes blank, and I can just focus on what I do best and focus on my team around me and do whatever I got to do for them, to help them succeed and help us succeed as a team.
With the information you've gotten, what's the range you're hearing that might happen in the next 3 weeks? 3 weeks from now.
There's both. I mean, with my 40 time going down as much as it did, it really helped out my stock. So, I'm just going to go each and every week and just continue these private workouts that I got going, and the private workouts that I've already done, and these visits I got to take, just show them who I am, show them my knowledge of football, and just, you got to be who you are. Ultimately they're going to figure out if you're being fake or not, and you got to be who you are. So,
and in the end, it's just a matter of getting into a camp somewhere, right?
Right.
You mentioned how your dad helped you out a lot. You guys wrote critique your game and do those sorts of things on the field. But what about off the field? How big has he been in helping you prepare for interviews and get the mental part of things right?
He's just been a good support system. I mean, he's been through it all. I mean, for 22 years, coaching, playing, he's been through everything. So, nothing can get past him. Nothing phases him. So when something happened to me during this process, he just looked at it like when I didn't get invited to the combine. It was so unfortunate. It was somewhat dream of mine. I've always wanted to get invited to the combine, and when I got the phone call and they told me it was about politics and all this other stuff, he just told me, hey, listen, it's just another bump in your road. It's just another little mountain you're gonna have to get over, and it helped me because I realized that, and then I got invited to my regional combine in Tampa, and I had a good day there. And I did what I had to do to get people's attention. So it was one of those things where he just helped me, get over the little bumps in the road, and just continue to encourage me with my family as well. And we just made through this process together. And we're going to keep going, keep fighting, and do whatever I have to do.
You mentioned how he's been doing it for 20-something years. Obviously, a lot of those come in Charlotte with the Panthers. That connection is so clear. Could you see yourself maybe being there? Have you had any conversations with them?
Yeah. I mean, I've had a bunch of. I'm supposed to have a private with him in the next week or so, and I'm supposed to go up there for a physical. So, just depending on, what picks they have and if they'll be able to get me. But, it's one of those things where, somebody's going to get me early, and the rest of the team's, probably going to wish they got me.
What's the general feedback been from scouts? Like what things that they said, what attributes do you bring to the table that are most impressive to them? Are there? Sorry.
Huh? All right, I'm coming. That's my dad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just my routes, my hands, my quickness, my speed. I bring a lot of stuff to the table. My special teams ability, be able to catch punts. I mean, that's a job in itself, and people take it for granted sometimes. But it's the possession of the ball. So just getting a lot of good feedback, a lot of feedback that's very encouraging. A lot of meetings with GMs. A lot of meetings with position coaches, which is also very encouraging when you get in with personal people like that instead of scouts. It's very encouraging. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the 26th, and I'm excited about where I land, who picks me, and I'm excited about that phone call I'm going to get.